Hey everyone, welcome back to Corporate Decoder, the place where we break down SEC filings so you don't have to. And today we're going to be decoding BWE. And Broadwind Incorporated's latest filing a peek into their financial dealings and what it might mean for the company. We're talking about some big dollar amounts and important shifts in how they do business, so stick around before we dive in if you appreciate getting straight insights from corporate documents. Make sure you're subscribed. We also have a Discord community linked in the description. Below, it's a great place to chat about these filings and share your own finds. Alright, let us get straight to it. Broadwind Incorporated, or BWEN as you. LC them on the stock market has just filed this report, and the main story here revolves around a significant update to their credit agreement. Specifically, this is amendment number 3 to their credit agreement with Wells Fargo Bank National Association. This new amendment is a big deal because it follows a mandatory loan prepayment the company had to make on the 8th of September of this year. That prepayment was a hefty sum of over $1.5 million, and it was required because one of Broadwind's subsidiaries, Broadwind Heavy Fabrications Incorporated, sold off some specific assets in Manitowoc, Wisconsin. This asset sale was actually something they told us about a couple of days ago in another filing. This prepayment has a direct impact on their loan payments going forward. So what does this amendment actually change? Well, it lowers the amount of money BWEN has to pay back each month on their term loan. For the periods from January 2025 up to September 2025, they were paying about $90,000 a month. Now, starting the 1st of October, and for upcoming months, that monthly payment is dropping to around $61,500. This means they'll be paying about $28,500 less each month, this judge. Statment is pretty smart. It gives the company more breathing room with its cash flow, especially after selling off those assets. This next part is essentially confirming what we just discussed about the credit agreement changes, and the loan it signals that there is a new financial obligation, or a change in an existing one. Because of this amendment, they're essentially telling us that this credit agreement update is a material financial event that impacts their obligations. And here we have the exhibit. This is the actual document that details the amendment number 3 to the credit agreement. This is where all the legal and financial details are laid out. It includes all the parties involved, Broadwind Incorporated, along with some of its subsidiaries, and of course Wells Fargo Bank National Association. This is the nitty-gritty of the deal we just talked about, looking at this filing. From a broader perspective, Broadwind Incorporated, BWEN, is showing us they are actively managing their debt and their assets. The fact that they had to sell assets to meet a mandatory prepayment requirement tells us that cash flow and debt management are top priorities. This proactive adjustment to their credit agreement to lower monthly payments after that prepay meant indicates a strategic move to ease financial pressure. While they continue to operate, it's a common tactic for companies to restructure their debt when facing significant events like asset sales or shifts in business operations. The company is demonstrating a clear effort to align its financial obligations with its current operational reality. VEV made a significant chunk of a loan disappear, and now they're getting a bit of a reprieve on the remaining payments. This is generally a positive sign for financial health and stability, especially for a company that might be going through transitional phases, like selling off certain business units. The reduced monthly payments will free up capital that can be reinvested into the core business or used for other IC initiatives keeping their operational momentum going now. What are the potential downsides or risks? Well, anytime a company sells assets, it's a signal that those assets were either not performing as expected or that the company is refocusing its strategy. This could mean a shift away from certain market segments or a concentration on others. Investors will want to keep a close eye on how the company utilizes the freed up cash and whether the remaining business segments can generate enough profit to cover future obligations and drive growth. In conclusion, Broadwind Incorporated BWEN is taking concrete steps to manage its financial position by amending its credit agreement. This move follows a necessary asset sale and debt prepayment, and strategically reduces their monthly loan burden. It shows a company that is being responsive to financial realities and working to create a more manageable debt structure. While not a blockbuster financial report, this filing highlights prudent financial management and a focus on operational sustainability. Alright, that is our breakdown of Broadwind S. Latest filing. What is your take on these numbers and what they signal for the company S future? Drop your thoughts in the comments if this analysis was valuable. Hitting that like button really helps. And subscribe for more deep dives. Don't forget to check out the Discord in the description. Thanks for watching. See you next time.